Hi Monday everybody, Coach Tabor here at Afterburn Performance. Today we're going to finish off our foam rolling, lacrosse ball rolling series, talking about kind of the upper traps or the back part of the neck. So there's lots of different things going on around here, a lot of different structures that are going on in this area that we want to really be careful of and cautious of. So I wanted to start off the video by saying using the lacrosse ball or using different things to kind of roll out this area, do so with caution, right? So try to keep it easy, down low, not a whole lot of discomfort, because if we're trying to go too hard and you're really trying to put a lot of pressure in that area, there's things, veins, arteries, all sorts of different nerves coming from up and through your skull and in through your brain, down into the spinal cord, down into the rest of your body. So you don't really want to be messing up or going after this area a whole lot and being really aggressive with it. So just be careful when you're trying to do these ones, not to scare people, but just to be cautious, right? So the upper trap is kind of here off the side and up into the skull, comes down and then goes rest to your mid back in the mid trap area, and then to the low traps as we come down farther down the spine. So we talked about that a little bit in previous videos on how you can improve those things. So to hit this spot, I'm going to get people usually take the ball and we're going to roll it kind of in this same pattern and more in the meaty part here. So as we talk about going in future videos about back squatting or kind of place that here, this muscle tissue here is where you kind of place your bar, or if you're trying to do anything that's going to try to bring the shoulder upwards, the upper traps are one of the big guys that are going to do that work for you. So placing that here on the wall, all right, and you kind of have to squat down a little bit. You can kind of roll back and forth. Again, we're not trying to roll right on top of the actual bones of the spine. We're trying to roll back and forth. You might find a little bit of tension or discomfort, and we're not trying to, again, just mash on it, right? If you want to try to, once you find a spot that's worse than the rest, you can kind of move the shoulder up and down a little bit, see if that helps. Right, see, that gives you a little bit of that movement. You can also work on just turning your head. So what you'll notice is if since I'm on my left shoulder here, if I turn my head to the side and possibly even look up a bit, you might find that that whole tissue, because there's other tissue that's in that area, are going to elongate a bit, and you might get a little bit more pressure there. Now, I don't have a huge knot in this spot as I go back and forth, so for me it's not quite as big of an issue, and that's fine. If it's not a big issue for you, then that's completely okay. Some people, if they had a really stressful day or really stressed out, then that's one thing they can do. Other things that could be a problem for that also, people that are really brought forward like that and things are brought upwards, great to really do that type of work to try to make sure you get that loosened up and able to come back down to a neutral position. Some people that are athletes or people that are really lat dominated, you talk about, Eric Cressy talks about it a lot, if his shoulders are brought way down and down towards the floor, there might be some tension there because the tissue is actually elongated and it doesn't want to be stretched any farther, so it's going to use it as a protective thing. So it's good to go find somebody, talk to somebody as a qualified individual that you can bounce that off and find out what's the problem or what's the cause of that, to see if you're really put down or really up high, and then at that point decide whether or not using this type of tissue manipulation is going to be one thing you can do to help you out. Otherwise, you can go check out your local physios or local massage therapists to help you out that way. Awesome, everybody. That's Mobility Monday, excuse me, and have a great day. Hi everyone, Coach Tabor here. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to stay up to date with what's going on at Afterburn Performance, please take some time, go like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. If you want to see more weekly content from myself here, Coach Tabor, then subscribe to our YouTube page and I'll be putting out videos weekly. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week.